I never thought that I'd be living in a homeless shelter. Right here I am. My name is Cookie, and welcome to my channel called Rock Bottom Chronicles Shelter Edition. Prior to me living in the shelter, my life was great. I was working at my dream job, living in a beautiful condo, and living in an excellent location. I never thought that I'd end up in this situation. However, life decided to turn upside down with a series of unfortunate events. Then there seemed to be a glimmer of hope that was completely shattered by an epic betrayal, and perhaps the wrong timing, or maybe the right timing, depending on your perspective. It all began with the pandemic. I was out of work during the lockdown that lasted several months. Therefore, I was relying on my savings and they went very quickly. Then, sometime afterwards, I got hired for my dream job. Yay! Until one day, that dream was completely shattered due to lies and false allegations, which led to an illegal termination. I didn't fight it because I didn't want to work for a company like that. Where I live, a company can fire you for saying they do not believe you're the right fit for the company, and that's how they get away with these illegal terminations. They were known for it, and also for not taking accountability, and were quite reckless. I didn't find any of this out until I started working at that horrific company. After I left, previous coworkers of mine told me that my in charge for the day lied about me to the higher ups with a false slanderous accusation that caused me to be fired. I was completely appalled. I'll make that a story time for another video. After that, I was applying for jobs with no luck and rapidly going through my savings. It was time for me to give up my condo, and I gave the landlord notice and started packing. What seemed to be a bleak situation was the breakthrough that I was finally waiting for, a glimmer of hope. Could this be? I got an opportunity for my dream job again with an even better company. I was so excited. However, I was about to be homeless in a month and a half with no savings and nowhere to go. However, I decided that the demanding training for my dream job would come first. All was not well, but the training for my dream job kept me going. The time had come for me to move my things into storage. The people that I had asked to help me ended up being wolves in sheep's clothing. They made sure they did everything in their power to sabotage me from making it to my training on time. My once-in-a-lifetime opportunity was now gone due to an epic betrayal. If you miss 1 second of that training, you're out because it's federally regulated by law. These were people that I cared about, and I thought they cared about me too. Oh boy, was I wrong. Big mistake. Some people do not like when you're trying to succeed and level up in life, whether that is because of jealousy or being a small-minded individual. Make sure the people you have around you have a growth mentality. You have to be very, very careful, even if it's people you've known your whole life or the majority of your life. That includes friends and family. It doesn't matter who. If they have the crabs in a bucket mentality, those are very dangerous people to be around. They will sabotage and ruin your life. However, everything happens for a reason. It is what it is. After all of that, I had my things in storage. I kept calling 211, which is the number you call in my area to find a shelter room. I called that number many, many times with no luck. Therefore, it was either the streets or couch surfing. I was starting to think that the universe was conspiring against me. However, there may have been a bigger purpose or plan in store. So anyways, I began my couch surfing journey. Then finally, a shelter that I did an application for a year and a half prior ended up having a room available. I ended up going in to view the room. I accepted it and then did the additional paperwork and then moved in. I thought it was great. I was getting a second chance at life and a roof over my head, a place I could call home with a fixed address. I thought once I settled in, I could try and apply for my dream job once again, and this made me super excited. The place of itself is not bad, however, the people here may be another story. In spite of all of that, another unexpected tragedy happened that I'll never ever be able to apply for my dream job again. I'm still learning to accept that. I didn't believe in backup plans because I thought that was a losing mindset. I go all in. I go big or go home. I had manifested my dream job, my condo, and the location. Having a backup plan does not mean that you plan on losing. It's just that life is unexpected and things happen to people. You may not think it may happen to you because I didn't think it happened to me. There was no way that I thought I would end up in this situation. I did everything to make sure I would not end up in this situation. However, when life is ready for you to experience a situation, you are going to experience that situation regardless if you like it or not. That's just the reality of life. This is what happened to me. If you think this cannot happen to you, I thought the same thing. So you can never be too careful. Even when you are so careful, you can still end up here. It doesn't matter. So anyone that believes they are better than anyone in my situation, you can end up here. Life can change in a blink of an eye, and your whole world is completely shattered and turned upside down, and you're left picking up the pieces, starting from absolute rock bottom, not knowing what to expect, especially with a life-changing event that will never be okay. So that's where I'm at. Stay tuned for more content. I'll be diving deeper into my story. I'll be sharing what life is like in the shelter, what the food is like, the resources that they offer, good and bad experiences, and maybe a tour of my room or of the place in general. Thanks for watching. If interested in more content, please like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. Ta-ta.